Well, hello again. Here we are. Yes, it's me, the enjoyable man, I guess you could call. I enjoy spending time with you. Well, enough of that. Or is there always more joy? 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 Yes. No, wisdom I will give you tonight is something that I learned and unprovable, but yet I think it works. You can give it a go. Let's say you've been asking for something and you're in the face and you've been asking and ain't here yet. Messenger seems to be stuck or something. Yeah. Well, you can send that messenger joy. Yes. Simply joy. I'm gonna belabor it, run over it a million times. Just simply do that. It's the one that is bringing from God your gift, your answer, your whatever. Send them joy. They like joy. The joy of heaven, the joy of just joy. Let's leave it there. So, what I'm going to do next. Yes, it start, healing me time, right? Anyone find that Discord yet? Huh? Maybe you will. And it's Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me. You require to talk, I am here. You know, I was thinking about all the things that we do as human beings, all the wonderful things and all the tragical things. And yet God loves us anyway. Doesn't condone those horrible things, but he does love us through them. That's pretty cool, to have this being that created you and is willing to give to you the ultimate price, of course. That's always going to be a thing. I'm babbly tonight. Let's see. Shall we bounce the story around for a while now? Let's see. Well, the lady went to take a nap, which occurred when people talked, and didn't realize she was so powerful. And there was a glow on that axe of his. I wonder what that does. Maybe we'll find out, they said. Well, everything was frozen, so everyone went off to rest. It was getting late. She had gone to the lawmakers just before going to bed, and she's like, "Can you go get a couple of those ox beasts, those bigger ones? You okay with that?" The lawmakers just joked and said, "Yeah, that'll be fun. I need to. I need some big, good meat when I get done doing what I'm gonna do." "Oh, you're not done? Oh no. I'm getting tired of this. I'm gonna do something about it." "Oh, let them come and talk? Oh yeah, they can talk all they like. Yeah, then I'll do something about it." That's all she said. Off to bed they went. That axe was glowing a really interesting royal purple color. Woo, I wonder what that does. Everybody was saying that saw it. Douglas fir and the lady went off to their rest space, and the whole city settled down. Periodically through the night, ka-thunk, 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 and you hear the dragon go, punk. They're consistent. Anyway, he says, right. There, he's having a nice nap too. Morning comes with the smell of very large, wow, steaks, steak and eggs. Huh. Where'd the eggs come from? I thought we ran out, the lady said. Oh, the trader over there, he got a whole new in and he traded a good part of the one of those beasties. He likes that too. But you have plenty here, and we can always go get another one. Okay. Eggs and steak it is. That sounds awesome. I made some bread a couple days ago. Is that any run around here? Oh yeah, we can toast that up for you. Oh good. Let's throw some yak butter on there and we'll be awesome. I wish you would quit calling those things yaks. They aren't. Well, they're close enough. Mm. So she had a big meal. I really went a big one. So did Douglas Fir. He lost weight well. And they all trounced over to the thing, and so did the mages, the sages, and a lot of the people. They were wondering what was gonna go on. Because at this moment, everybody was frozen out there. Had been all night. Caught in stasis. Hopefully they didn't freeze. She said, "Oh, I made sure they didn't die." And then she just tapped her stick, her staff, just a little. And the spell went. And they all came running. They also realized it was morning and they had been coming in the afternoon and they were confused. But they were going to come and take the city and take all of their slaves back and probably beat them to death just for the fun of it. They were having all kinds of really gnarly, kind of nasty thoughts. When they arrived, and of course, the lawmakers' stuff still kicked in and their machinery got stuck. So they ran up and they got so far up, and the lady stood there and said, "Now, check your watches, chronometers, whatever you want to call them, and you'll see that you have been in stasis for at least, 9 hours. I had a nap, so I'm fully charged now. This is my friend Douglas Fir. You never want to know what that axe will do. That's the prince. That's a dragon. That's three sages. That's a bunch of other magic users right about there. And these guys here, oh, they just like to rumble. And then there's the lawmakers. Oh, hi, the lady from the obelisk. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Let's rock. Okay. So, we are well defended. But you may come, apparently without your equipment, which is stuck. You probably never get that back. It'll be slowly taken apart and put into pieces. And we can use the metal. The prince's father said, "How dare you do this to me, O prince?" And, "Dad, sanctuary. That's what I said I was doing. I did it. You want to come up against it? That's up to you. By the way, that's interesting underwear. What? Oh, where in the heck did my armor go? Oh, the lawmaker said we tweaked that a bit. Any metal can't count. Swords, knives, all kinds of things. You can still fight if you want. Well, that's not fair. Well, the lawmakers make the law. You're not a lawmaker anymore. Oh, I could be reinstated at any time. They're starting to think about God a lot. That moment, 16 beautiful big dragon ships drop out of the sky. Oh, hello. She goes, "Douglas, you want to deal with them? I don't want to use the shield right now." "Sure, dear." Pointed his big axe up at them and he said, "Go away." I went outside of atmosphere somewhere. They'll figure out where they are eventually when they quit rolling, he said, smiling, taking down his axe. Everybody's sitting there going, "Whoa, who is he?" And she looks over and she goes, "Oh, well, I should tell you, this is the guy that taught me to do this." She hits that, and everybody that's standing in the military uh down there kind of, well, some of them are less clothes than others, uh are shaking, rattling, and yeah. Hmm. This is a sanctuary, and that's what it's going to say. You nine cities can do whatever you like in your cities, but if somebody runs here, they're safe. Well, you don't have that much more room. Oh, I can keep expanding. Don't worry. I can take over all the desert. Oh, you see, you planted trees. We'll destroy them. I'll go right ahead and try. One guy was circling around. Of course, there's always that one guy circling around with a great big bow, and he fired at a tree, and he found out they're protected. And he got hit with a span of confetti. Cough, sputtered. Oh, gross. What's this? Called confetti. Every time you fire at a tree, that's what you're going to get. Piles of it. It just melts into the ground afterwards. But it's sticky. It gets in places it shouldn't. Very uncomfortable. His father said, "You have not heard the end of this. We will find a way past all of this." Turned and started to walk away, and the prince said, "Enough, father." And his father turned and goes, "You would say what to me? Enough. Stop, or you aren't going to have anything left." What do you mean? Keys of Excelsior? You wouldn't. Oh, well, that city that's been bugging us, it's just too much. Pulled out one key, held it in the air, turned it, and there was a screech from one third of one corner of that military going, "Where'd our walls go? Without the walls, we're vulnerable to everything. Retreat and I'll put them back. You don't, they're gone. You can rebuild them on your own." That little bunch went, "Well, we're going back. We will never hit your walls again. Please give us back our walls." So he pulled out that key again and turned it. The walls returned. The father said, "I forgot. I gave those to you when you were on my side." Well, I was never on your side. And I like the way you treat people. Eventually, I want everybody to be treated like they're being treated here. But at the moment, this is what we can hold. That moment from behind all of those people came about another two, three, maybe 4,000 of them. The lady said, "Oh, help them." And they were in the center of the city, and the city went, "That's most of my slave staff," said a bunch of people. Guess you can do the work yourself, or you can pay for the work to be done. One or the other. These people have come for refuge. They are received. They are in sanctuary and sanctum now. Ah, you have not heard the end of me. Oh, Father, what? Think about it. What is your city without walls? You wouldn't. He pulled out a key. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'll leave the city alone. But you come near my city, I'll kill you. All of you. And off he went in his pink buckaroo underwear. Yes, he was totally embarrassed. Walked out to the line, pulled on his armor, got into one of the vehicles, and turned around and went back. As did they all. Well, he said, "Well, that was fun." So, Douglas, how long will it take them to get back? It depends how good they are at pitch and yaw. You have to figure out how to get out of that spin first. You always were interesting, she said, chuckling. She looked at everybody and you're safe. The new 4,000 souls, safe. Someone said, "Well, we are, clothes makers and all kinds of other things. The traveler who had joined them, and he said, "Whoa, some of you blacksmiths out there? Well, cool. Well, maybe we can take one corner over there and create a smithy." And she said, "I can do better than that." Reached into her bag and she tossed something into the corner. It was a little tiny smithy, fully loaded, by the way, with all the materials, metals, and it started to grow. Oh, there's that trick of yours again. Little to big. Woof. Well, you saw it first with the obelisk. That was the sages. It's similar, a little bit different. Soon there was like 15 blacksmiths in there, and every time they needed more space, it made more space. So did the city. So what else would they have for lunch? They had to have the tomatoes and the bacon and that low-flying bird that was a little bit thought that they were going to cause a problem a while ago, right? So we got some like turkey chicken stuff. Yep. Clubhouse time. What's that? And the trader goes, "Oh, I know what a clubhouse is. Make me one." "Oh yeah, I will." Making the big one with the double thing. Huh? That's the way it's gonna get made. What are you gonna use for lettuce? Oh, you didn't notice, did you? Oh my, you have lettuce over there. Uh-huh. It's in a small patch, but it'll get bigger. So I pick some lettuce and I get some nice tomato and they make themselves a clubhouse. They don't taste too bad either for flying monster bird pieces. I guess you call it that, wouldn't you? All of a sudden, there's a noise, and it's a powerful noise. It's coming from way around the corner there. Oh, the shadow folk are days out yet, but they're sounding their trumpets, trying to call all the monsters in the area. They'll find a little bit that there's a shortage of them. Lawmakers laughed. You know that infinite freezer you gave us? It's take a lot of food. That's what it done. The fridge too. Yeah, we went a bit of hunting. We knew they'd do that, so we just thinned it out a bit. There's only two different monsters they don't like. That's what they got left. They're very hard to cull and tame, and they'll chew on a few of them. At that moment, she goes, "Oh, wow, my other puppy needs to play now. Barclay, Barclay, go play." "Okay." Did he just say okay? He does. He talks sometimes, not all the time. Not sure if he's sentient or intelligent, but he likes to play. Oh my. The dragon with the farsight goes, "Whoa, they don't like you. They don't like you at all now." He just dove in there and all of those monsters showed up and they're having a royally good knot time. Oh, he got a hold of their generator. That's the second one I've lost. He'll go bury it somewhere, I imagine. Always totally like the other dog. Yep. I just call them what I think of them at that time. They've really never had names. Just every once in a while, I'll call them something. They come anyway. I could just, well, let's not. They're already having too much fun. With that, we'll leave it there. So let's have a blessing. The blessing of the power of joy, the power of peace, the power of hope, and the power of abundance, overflowing all over every inch of you and everything you do as you walk into and move to the light, capital L, capital I, capital D, capital H, capital T, and everything else that God will paint with that brush. He's good with that brush. According to his will, according to his wisdom, according to your will and wisdom, it can be. Let's have a word of prayer. We come before you, Father, Spirit, Son, and we know that we are stretching boundaries and moving things. And we thank you for healing these folks and bringing them to a state where they can actually heal with words, which is what you've always healed with. From your Sermon on the Mount to all of the other things you've ever done, words. So we thank you for them words, and we thank you for the way you look after us and care for us. And we are just so thankful, grateful, and full of gratitude. Thankful, grateful, full of gratitude. Thankful, grateful, full of gratitude. We thank you for your courage and your strength and your grace and mercy. And we stand in awe of you, giving you all glory, Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. So, in this wonder, in this beauty, in this amazing world that we live in, even though some moments it may be chaos and many other things that we do not wish to think of, know that God is still at the center of it all, moving, being, shaping, and wishing to be with you in relationship. If you aren't there yet, just ask to be. Just ask that grandest, most amazing master you could ever have, called Jesus, to be with you. Simple enough. And the Holy Spirit will dwell in you. Even more amazing. And Father will look after you. You'll be amazed. Just give it a go. See what happens. Until next time, rest well, wake well, and know that your path is well lit by God. Blessings.